Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coins Collection. In today's video, we're diving deep into a coin that is both historically significant and incredibly valuable today, the coin 10 pence 2004 United Kingdom coin, a true gem of British numismatics. Stick around as we uncover the fascinating details behind this particular coin, its value, and how it reached a remarkable $6 million price tag. Trust me, this is a story you won't want to miss, so grab your collection, maybe a cup of tea, and let's take a trip down the historical coin road to explore this 2004 UK 10 pence. Before we talk about the 2004 10 pence, let's take a quick look at the history of the 10 pence coin in the UK. Introduced in 1968, it was part of the UK's switch from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimal system we use today. The 10 pence has gone through several designs, becoming a symbol of Britain's evolution in currency. Over the years, the 10 pence coin has seen some iconic designs, but none are as intriguing as the 2004 coin, which we'll focus on today. Now, let's take a closer look at the 2004 design. On the obverse, we see the famous portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. It's a stunning piece of work that remains iconic in British coinage. The reverse side is where the real magic lies. We have the classic design featuring a depiction of the UK's national symbols. This particular 10 pence features a design of a rose, thistle, shamrock, and leek, representing the four nations of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The design was created by a talented artist named Christopher Ironside, who is known for his work on British coinage. His use of symbols is a subtle yet powerful tribute to the unity of the United Kingdom. Now, let's talk about some of the special features of this particular coin that make it stand out. The 2004 10 pence coin was minted as part of a series celebrating the United Kingdom's national identity. But here's the kicker. The 2004 10 pence coin has some subtle variations in its minting process. There were errors made during the production, leading to a very rare misprint that made this coin an extremely valuable collectible. Here's where the story gets wild. The 2004 10 pence coin reached a jaw-dropping value of $6 million due to a series of rare mistakes that occurred during the minting process. Among these errors, some 10 pence coins were accidentally minted with a design flaw, where the reverse design was misaligned. This mistake created a coin that was not only historically significant, but also one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world. In fact, a private collector managed to acquire one of these misprinted 2004 10 pence coins for a staggering $6 million at a London auction. And the story doesn't end there. The demand for these coins has only grown over the years, as collectors continue to hunt for this rarity. So, how can you spot if your 2004 10 pence coin is worth a small fortune? First, look for the design flaw on the reverse side. If the rose, thistle, shamrock, and leek aren't perfectly aligned, then you might have one of the rare misprints. Another way to tell is by looking at the edges. If the coin has a slightly uneven rim or looks like it was struck multiple times, then it might be a misprint. Since the 2004 10 pence coin made headlines with its $6 million sale, it has become one of the most talked about coins in the market. Many numismatists believe that the value of rare coins like this one will continue to appreciate as more people start collecting and investing in them. Coin collecting is no longer just a hobby. It's a serious investment. If you're a collector, this coin might just be a piece of your portfolio that appreciates over time. So, there you have it. The fascinating story of the coin 2004 UK 10 pence coin and its incredible journey to being worth millions. History and story. The two new pence coin of the United Kingdom, which, believe it or not, has a whopping value of $2 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick with me to find out the crazy backstory and why this tiny coin is worth such a fortune. Let's start with the basics. This is the two new pence coin, which was introduced in 1977 as part of the United Kingdom's decimalization of its currency. It replaced the 2 shilling coin in the UK's pre-decimal system, and the coin you see here is made of copper-plated steel. Now, at first glance, It might look like just another piece of British currency, but the story of this particular 2 new pence coin is something far more extraordinary. In 1977, the UK switched to a decimal system, and coins were restructured. The 2 new pence coin was part of this overhaul, weighing 7.12 grams and featuring a classic design, the heraldic rose of England. It was meant to be a simple and practical coin in everyday life. Fast forward a few decades, and these coins continued to circulate as everyday change, with millions produced each year. But what makes this coin truly fascinating is that one particular batch of 2 new pence coins, minted in 1977, was accidentally struck with a rare error that would change everything. In the early 70s, a small batch of 2 new pence coins were mistakenly struck with the wrong metal composition. Rather than the standard copper-plated steel, these coins were accidentally made using a much rarer and more valuable alloy. This error went unnoticed for quite some time, as the coins were circulated in the usual way. However, as time passed and collectors began to notice slight differences in the coin's color and weight, they soon realized that this batch of 2 new pence coins was a true anomaly. These coins weren't just rare. They were worth a fortune. So, how did this coin become worth a mind-boggling $2 million? The answer lies in a dramatic discovery in the early 2000s. A coin expert, during a routine appraisal of British currency, stumbled upon one of these rare error coins. The auction houses went wild in 2002. The rare 2 new pence coin was sold at auction for over $2 million, setting a world record for a British coin. How could a 2 new pence, originally worth just 2 pennies, skyrocket to such a staggering price? Let's dig deeper into why this happened. The value of a coin isn't just about its face value. It's about rarity, history, and condition. This rare 2 new pence coin was unique because it represented an accidental error in the minting process. Only a handful of these error coins were ever made, and fewer still survived in pristine condition. So, the rarity alone drove up its price. But let's also talk about its historical significance. In the early 1970s, the UK was going through major economic changes, including the move to decimal currency. The 2 new pence coin became symbolic of a new era for the country. It's not just a piece of metal. It represents a major shift in British history. That's why, when a rare example surfaced, it caught the attention of numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. Now, you might be wondering, how can you start collecting rare coins? Well, I've got you covered. Coin collecting is an exciting hobby, and it all starts with knowledge. The more you know about the history of a coin, its design, minting process, and any potential errors, the better equipped you'll be to spot valuable coins. Building a collection takes time and patience, but finding coins like the rare 2 new pence coin is what makes the journey so rewarding. So, what should you look for? First, always check the year of minting. Coins from earlier years are often more valuable, especially if they were minted in smaller quantities. To find valuable coins, start by checking your change. Look for old coins with potential errors. Some error coins include misprints, double strikes, and coins with missing elements. These can be worth far more than their face value. Make sure you use a magnifying glass or even a coin microscope to inspect the details. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 2 new pence coin that sold for a mind-blowing $2 million. It's a perfect example of how rare errors, combined with historical significance, can turn a simple coin into a valuable treasure and story. The coin United Kingdom 5 new pence coin that's valued at an astonishing $8 million star. You might be asking, how can a coin that's so small be worth so much? Well, grab your magnifying glasses because today we're uncovering the secrets behind this amazing piece of history. Before we talk about the value, let's dive into the history of the 5 new pence coin. This coin was first introduced in 1968 as part of the United Kingdom's shift from the old pence system to the new decimal currency. This was a big deal because before decimalization, the pound was divided into 240 pennies. But in 1971, The UK decimalized its currency, which meant 100 new pence now made up £1. The 5 new pence coin was part of this overhaul. Initially, it was equivalent to 1 shilling, which was 1/20th of a pound. Interestingly, the design of this coin didn't change much over the years, but it did feature a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and the denomination with a heraldic design on the other. But what makes this coin so rare and so valuable today? Let's talk about that next. So, what does this 5 new pence coin look like? The coin features a beautiful depiction of the royal arms of the United Kingdom, showcasing the lion and the unicorn. On the other side, you'll see a classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by the famous engraver, Arnold Machin. In terms of design, it's a relatively simple, yet elegant coin. However, the 5 new pence coin we're talking about today is not your typical one. Why? Because this specific coin is part of a very limited edition. Some of these coins were produced with unique minting errors that are the key to its immense value today. Now, here's where the magic happens. The 5 new pence coin in question that's worth $8 million is one of the rarest finds in the world of numismatics. It was struck with a rare minting error which caused the coin to have an off-center design, making it different from the standard ones produced. This error was so rare that only a handful of coins exist with this mistake. In fact, only one known coin in this error state has been valued at $8 million. Imagine that. A small mistake in the minting process, and it turns a regular coin into a world record-breaking treasure. But why is this coin worth so much? Let's break it down. To understand the value of this coin, there are several factors we need to consider. First, rarity is a huge factor. As I mentioned earlier, this coin has a minting error that only a few others share. With rarity comes desirability among collectors, and that leads us to the second factor, condition. This specific 5 new pence coin is in near-perfect condition, which is another key factor that pushes its value to millions. The better the condition of the coin, the more it is worth, and this one is almost flawless, which adds to its allure. Third, historical significance plays a role. The fact that this coin was part of the UK's decimalization process makes it even more valuable in the eyes of collectors, particularly those who specialize in British numismatics. Lastly, the provenance, or the coin's ownership history, also contributes to its high price. The coin has passed through several prestigious collections before making its way to auction, and this adds a layer of excitement for those eager to own a piece of history. So, how did this coin make it to the $8 million price tag? It went to auction at a major numismatic event, and bidding was intense. The final price was driven up by multiple collectors who recognized its rarity and potential. In the end, the bidding war was fierce, and the coin sold for a record-breaking $8 million. This auction result sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, highlighting the incredible value that rare minting errors can achieve. But what does this mean for collectors today if you're a coin collector or just someone interested in rare finds? This 5 new pence coin sale shows just how much a small mistake can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary one. It also proves that numismatics is a dynamic and exciting field where history and rarity can lead to jaw-dropping values. But here's a tip. If you're out there hunting for valuable coins, always be on the lookout for minting errors or coins that have an interesting history behind them. Those are the types of coins that can increase dramatically in value over time. I want to hear from you. Have you ever come across a rare coin? Or maybe you have a collection that you believe could be worth a lot. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts or share your own numismatic stories. And remember, you can always subscribe to the channel for more awesome insights into the world of rare coins. Thanks for joining me today on this fascinating journey into the history and value of the 5 new pence coin story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and keep making history with Old Coins E Collection.